All right, we on the road. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And let's talk about Colin Kaepernick again. I'm gonna keep speaking on Kaepernick's situation. But today, Lynn said that, basically Colin Kaepernick fits what they looking for in a quarterback. And he is on the Chargers workout list, but they haven't talked to him and they haven't really planned a time for him to come and work out. So let's kind of talk about it. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And to be honest, Kaepernick and the Chargers actually a good fit. I really like what they're doing with Justin Herbert. I probably think that he actually can come in and start and maybe beat out Tyrod Taylor. But they have named Tyrod Taylor the starting quarterback for right now. But, at the end of the day, we know Tyrod Taylor has had success and some failures in this league. He's led a team to the playoffs in the Buffalo Bills. But we know he kind of small and, he can get injured. Now, most of these quarterbacks that's coming out is ready, set, and ready to go. But there's been some concern about Herbert. I like Herbert. Athletic, big, strong, more than ideal height. But it's really a question there of who's going to be the number one quarterback. You can see a quarterback carousel going there. Now, like Lynn said, we don't know physically where Colin Kaepernick is. He's been on football a few years. We don't know the reaction time. We don't know if the eyes there. We don't know if he need to clean up on reading defenses or stuff of that nature. But I do think they got three quarterbacks that all kind of mimic each other a little bit. Tyrod is mobile. Colin Kaepernick is mobile. Okay, we do know that. And Herbert is mobile. Herbert and Colin Kaepernick got a little bit more height than Tyrod Taylor. But all these quarterbacks are mobile, and you really wouldn't have to switch the game plan. I think the more natural thrower of the football is Herbert, but he athletic too. So I like the fit for Kaepernick and the Chargers. And obviously there's going to be a situation where it fits. The Chargers is a team without a real fan base. Okay, they need to sell tickets in the new stadium in LA. What better way to bring the brothers and sisters out to sell tickets than support Colin Kaepernick? A lot of people that would be happy to see Kaepernick back in the league will instantly become fans of the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm happy that I didn't call them the San Diego Chargers. And obviously, the elephant in the room is this. Lynn is a black coach. So, right then and there, that gives him an avenue to bring Kaepernick in. So, I really like it, and I think it's an opportunity for Kaepernick to get some playing time. Obviously, Kaepernick may need to sit a year and maybe do some, maybe work on I won't say be a practice squad player or a scout team, but I think kind of being the other team's opposing quarterback, especially with more and more mobile quarterbacks in the league, that'd be a good time for him to still be on the active roster, but also kind of be the scout team quarterback and mimic some of the things that some of these mobile quarterbacks do. And that'll give him an opportunity to work on reaction time, to work on accuracy, and get some real live gameplay. But I think it's a good situation. Lynn, strong head coach. You know what I'm saying? They got rid of Phillip Rivers. They still got some good running backs back there. They got the kid from Northwestern. They got, I always forget this dude's name, but he bought Eckler, Keenan Allen. They got a hell of a football team. That team is legitimately ready to blow. You know what I'm saying? Had they got better quarterback play last year, stopped the run better, and they got Bosa over there, it's ready to blow. So I actually think that might be the ideal situation for Kaepernick. I mean, he got an opportunity to play right now there if he able to beat those guys out. And it's in LA, and they need help selling jerseys. They need help, selling tickets. And I think a lot of people will tune in. And I think the Chargers might have a higher than usual viewership rating in the NBA. In the NFL, excuse me. They kind of be happy. I think they will be 100% happy with that situation, man. So, I think that's square business, man. I do. I think that's truly square business. I definitely want to see it happen for Kaepernick. I definitely want to see it happen for the Chargers. I think it's a good fit, but One of the things I also want to talk about is that, Roger Goodell, they talking about he may kneel with the players this year. Okay? My whole thing is, too, he's saying he coming out and saying he encouraged teams to sign Kaepernick. Why didn't he encourage them before if Kaepernick wasn't whiteballed out the league? Now all of a sudden you see the light. And I'm not knocking nobody, man. It's been times where I've been wrong and I've been adamant on things, in life, on YouTube, whatever platform I own. And I believe one thing, and it turned out I gotta say I was wrong. But there's some shit that been going on for over 300 years in America, and you can't see it. This ain't just admitting a little small problem, or this ain't admitting that we looking up statistics, and oh man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did win, this amount of championships or this many MVPs. I was wrong. This is humanity. You know what I'm saying? Roger Goodell worked for probably, I'm going to be nice and probably say 90% of the NFL owners are stone cold racist. He worked for them. So birds of a feather flock together. Now all of a sudden you want to kneel. Don't forget, I'm always going to say this in my videos, man. The NFL went from a non-profit to a profit under Trump. So you want to know why they was, submitting to Trump? Because Trump making sure they get paid. They ain't got to pay no taxes. So all them pros go in their pockets. You got to understand the hierarchy or how this shit go in America. The working man pay all the taxes and struggle and die, while the multi-billion-dollar dudes and a lot of the multi-million-dollar, well, I'm going to say billion-dollar dudes, because a lot of million-dollar dudes get towed up in taxes too. The $100 million millionaires, the multi-billion-dollar-naires, why they don't have to pay taxes. We got to pay taxes. They get the tax breaks and stuff of that nature, and they got it, and we ain't even got it to give. So I'll be happy when Roger Goodell issue him an apology, but why now sit here and say you encourage the team? What happened to years ago when you can encourage these teams to sign him? You didn't want him in the league, and your ratings started to drop. And you was willing to wait it out until people forgot about Kaepernick. 3-4 years later, whatever it's been, they still haven't. Your ratings keep dropping. They just started to come back up. Now you made some progress, you know what I'm saying? You done took 20 steps back. You done made progress with 10 steps forward. Now with this George Floyd situation, the Kaepernick things arise again. Now they know they're gonna take another 20, 30 steps back, erase the progress they made. So this is financial. Because it's been obvious, you know what I'm saying, what's been going on in this country for a long time. You forgot about Rodney King, Emmett Till, Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Eric Gardner. We can go on and on and on. Did Roger Goodell didn't know that shit happened? You can't tell me a man with his education, his position of power, he didn't know it happened. He's very aware of what happened. All this means is Kaepernick is good for business now, and we gonna regress if we don't get him back in the league, or we don't start apologizing and kissing his ass. They don't want to regress. Everything is about money. The NBA going back to play, guess what? Excuse me. It's about money. It ain't about entertaining the fans. Why do they care about entertaining and looking out for us? When they don't do shit for the hood. They don't do nothing for us. They come on, man. They don't give us no tax breaks on nothing. Why would they care about that? So, that's just something to sip on, some tea to sip on real quick. All they care about is money. Money is truly the root of all evil. At one point in time, small little history lesson, there was no money in certain civilizations. You work for barter. So if you was a carpenter, you do carpentry, and they would exchange for food or a place to stay, or if you was a produce salesman, you provide produce into the carpenter, and the carpenter come work for you. Money is the center of all evil. Money is the reason they sending these babies back to school. It ain't safe. Money is the reason that these NFL and NBA players got to go out there regardless and do what they gonna do, because everybody is driven by money. Nobody's driven by the love of doing nothing they want to do. No matter if you love playing basketball, if it didn't pay, you wouldn't do it. Obviously you got to do something else to survive, but here's what it is. So, you know, we'll see what happens with the Chargers. Like I said, Anthony Lynn said it would be crazy if teams didn't put him on Kaepernick on the workout list. So, you know, I like the Chargers as a fit for him, and I have a lot of respect for Anthony Lynn. And I think he will become immaculate damn near in the black community. You know, and the owner in the Chargers, he got a lot of bad flack for being a cheapskate. They will come out the gates, and a lot of people will show love and they'll be respected. And the Chargers will have a newfound fan base too if they sign Colin Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? And already got a black coach. When that ain't cool, they stuck by Anthony Lynn. This is the Denver Broncos. Anthony Lynn would have been fired, or the Arizona Cardinals. How they did Steve Wilkes. And what you got to understand, out here in corporate America, this is a real saying, man. As a black person, as a black man in particular, you got to be 10 times better. You got to be 10 times more punctual. You got to have you got to shut up and do what you got supposed to do just to have an opportunity to be average. You know, they not gonna give you your credit out here. So when Kaepernick come in, he got to be good, like all the way around. I'm not saying he got to throw 1,000 touchdowns, but he got to be good. You know, he got to be good, man. So, you know, I'm a still rock out for him. I'm a still, you know, ride with him. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully the Chargers pick him up. But this could be a lot of posturing. We can come to preseason or the season next year and they still don't sign him. So we know how that game goes. So I'm a believer when I see it. When he in the jersey, he get a contract. I'm a believer when I see it, man. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to check out our NFL playlist. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And reach out if you got business question, inquiry, response, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal, description. Best way to donate. Share the video. We gone.